I'm going to do a quick video on this S10 92. When I bought it, it's been sitting for a long time and it wasn't running good at all. The carburetor, one jet was spraying nice on the right side, the left side was just dripping. So I rebuilt the carburetor and noticed it was still doing it. So I should have just took the carburetor apart and redid it again, because the gasket wasn't sealing well at the bottom of that bowl, the injector. It was dripping. So I knew it needed a tune-up because it was running rough. So I put a new map sensor in it, new PVC valve, I believe it is. Checked all the vacuum lines. I had to cut some out of a vacuum line because it was this one here, the plastic all broke. So I put new vacuum lines. The distributor was all rusty and the cap was bad, so I replaced it. The wires were decent. Put new plugs in it because they looked pretty bad. I bought a battery at Walmart, and within 6 weeks it quit working. I had to jump it all the time, and the battery wouldn't even show a charge at all. So I took it back in, traded it in for another one, and I had to jump the car all the time. It was like it was draining or something. So after a while, I replaced the alternator and had no more problems with the battery. It charges it up good. I think my alternator must have been bad enough where it was just not charging the battery at all. It was draining it. I put a new belt on it. This doesn't have the spider fuel injection in it. It has the throttle body. So there's two fuel pumps. The spider fuel injection has more pressure than the throttle body, has less. So the kid that had it before me used it for a trash hauling truck once in a while to the dump. And when he did the fuel pump, I'm not sure if he put the right one in or not, but the fuel screen was all rusty, floating around in there. Wasn't even connected anymore. So I put a new fuel pump and a new screen in it. And when I got it, I noticed the taillights were dim. And there's a body ground up here on the frame, right there, a body ground. And I sanded that down, and the taillights are nice and bright now. But the body ground, and then when I took the bed off, I barely put the ground on there, and I had the same issue. But I remembered that I need to tighten that bolt down. That's the body ground. The taillights were dim until I did that. And the kid had a burnt out taillight in here. Instead of replacing the bulb, he just stuck an LED light bulb, or an LED light, yeah, right here. Flashlight with an LED on it for a taillight bulb. So I removed that. And when I brought it home, the brakes were really bad on it. I put new rubber on it, of course. But the bleeder up there on the brake, I couldn't bleed it because the bleeder, he had the calipers on the wrong side, and the bleeder was on the upside down position. So there was air trapped in there and I couldn't do it. I got to looking at the other bleeders and realized that the brakes were on upside down. So I had to put new brake lines on it because they were really kinked. I could not believe you could get them on upside down on the wrong side. So I straightened those out, and now the brakes work great. But I'm just letting a few people know some of the issues I had with this thing, so that if you have any issues, see that bleeder, if it's on the bottom, it's got air trapped inside of there. And I realized the bleeder was at the top of all the other ones. So I flipped the brakes around, figured out that the bleeder is supposed to be on the top, and now I have no more air in the caliper, so it can be bled. It was crazy. Absolutely crazy. But I'm just showing you guys this video if you have any issues. This motor has 220,000 miles on it, but it doesn't drip a drop of oil on the ground down there. It's clean. It does look like later on it could use a, you know, a new head gasket there, manifold gasket, whatever, manifold gasket. It's not too bad, but the water pump has never been replaced on this thing either. But everything else is pretty much in tip-top condition. And I ended up putting a new grill in it, and I put a new bumper. The grill was like 70 bucks. The bumper was like $90, I think. So, new bumper and a new grill. The Chevy emblem is way expensive. So, if you could find a sticker or something, that's what I was thinking, a sticker. But they should be giving those things away. It's advertisement. So I'm cool with not having it. Not for the price that they want. Seriously though, make stickers. You'd probably get in trouble though. There's probably a patent pending on that, or a you know, you can't take their image or whatever. But I thought about just making a sticker and slapping it on there. Alright, I was just showing you guys a video. Thanks for watching.